Hello, I'm Dr. Jamie Oskin, and I'm glad you're here with me today. I have a few tips for you for parents of children who are suffering from PANDAS and or PANS. Let's get started. So tip number one is probiotics. Most of the kids who come in to see me have been on antibiotics long-term for a long time. And when I say a long time, I'm talking about 1 year, 5 years. I even saw a kid recently who's been on antibiotics for 7 straight years. So this pretty much destroys the normal gut flora, and so we need to repair that. So you want to get a really good high quality brand, and some of the high quality brands require refrigeration. And the main beneficial strains that you want to look for on the label are lactobacillus strains and bifidobacteria strains. Now, this is a little clinical tip. I'm going to recommend that you read the label and avoid Streptococcus thermophilus. Now, this is a little controversial because there are actually some evidence that this is a totally normal, healthy bacteria that actually is used in cultured dairy products like yogurt and other fermented dairy products. And it actually may prevent and help the immune system against group B beta hemolytic strep, which is the bad strep that causes PANDAS and strep throat infections. However, clinically, I myself, and I know I've read anecdotal reports online, have had cases where there was some cross-reactivity. And in one of my patients, what happened was a child had a flare of their tics and PANDAS symptoms after the parent changed their probiotic. And then by chance, thankfully, the parent read the label and realized that they put them on a probiotic with strep thermophilus. We took the child off of that probiotic and they improved again. So it's just something to be really careful to watch out for. Again, some kids, this may actually be a beneficial bacteria to prevent and help the immune system against the bad strep. However, I would urge caution to read the label. And certainly if you put your child on a probiotic that has strep thermophilus and their symptoms get worse, make sure you take them off and change to a probiotic without it. And you may also be careful with other fermented dairy products like yogurts. And if you notice that they're having problems, maybe try an elimination of those foods. Tip number 2. Ask your doctor to consider testing for the MTHFR or the MTHFR gene mutation. This is a gene mutation that deals with folic acid metabolism. And so what happens is that it's like a roadblock where folic acid cannot get converted into active folate. And so if your child tests positive for this gene mutation, you want to avoid all folic acid in foods and or supplements. And the most common places you're going to find this in foods are refined processed grains like cereals and breads, where those foods have been fortified with folic acid, or supplements like multivitamins. And what you want to look for on the label is folate. And there are a few key words that I'm going to help you out with so you can try to read the label very carefully. You want to look on the label to make sure it says L-methylfolate, 5-methyltetrahydrofolate, or this one's a little tough, quadrafolic 6S 5-methyltetrahydrofolic acid glucosamine salt. Whew! So that one is a vegan and shellfish-free version for anybody who may have a problem with those areas. So these are the active folates that bypass the gene mutation and are okay for kids who are positive for that gene mutation. And my best tip is to eat lots of greens. Greens are our superfood that are packed full of active, good folate. And, a lot of kids don't like their greens. So what are you going to do? You're going to have to adapt. So I recommend mixing them in smoothies and mix them with fruit like bananas, dates, pineapple, things that are sweet. They're going to cover up the flavor of the greens like the romaine, spinach, kale, and that way make them tasty enough that the kiddos will eat them. And the other recommendation I have is to mix in some walnuts or ground flax seeds, because those are some of our highest omega-3 fatty acid nuts and seeds, which are going to give anti-inflammatory healthy fats to protect the brain against the inflammation that we see in PANDAS and PANS. My last tip, try homeopathy. Homeopathy is a really safe, gentle, natural medicine that stimulates a child to heal. And this is my area of expertise. I have a whole hour-and-a-half webinar on YouTube. I urge you to check it out. And I'm going to offer this free tip here. This book, Homeopathy Beyond Flat Earth Medicine, is a fantastic book for people who want to learn about homeopathy and are considering becoming patients of a homeopathic provider. It really helps give you an introduction to the therapy and sets you up for success. The website here, beyondflatearth.com, is a website where you can download the first edition of this book for free, and I encourage you to check it out. And for more information, I want to send you to our website. We have aznaturalhealth.com/pandas. We have a whole page on pandas. Check it out. Learn more. See if what we do can be helpful to your child. And also, I urge you to call today for a free 15-minute consultation. I'm happy to chat with you about what's going on with your kiddo and see if what we offer with homeopathy and natural medicine is the right thing for you. So I'm passionate about helping kids get better. I hope that this has been a helpful video to you, and have a great day.